JC Adult says, hide it in your girlfriend's mom's barn. Yes, the Chandler Alderson defense.
And I think he'll either be found not guilty or be acquitted, or there'll be a hung jury, or there'll be a mistrial, or...
Stop it, Joe. Yeah, I'm with the DUI guy. Well, there's 4 ways to acquit this guy. They could either have a hung jury, they could have one juror holdout, they could have everybody say not guilty, or they could have like most of them say not guilty. Oh, thanks, DUI guy, for your expert analysis on how he can be found not guilty. Jury nullification.
Make sure you sign up to DUI guy.
You only see that kind of stuff if you're in the courtroom.
Yes, that's why we have eyes inside.
Yeah,
that's
why we send people into the courtroom, right, Joe?
The juror analysis makes me want to jump off a goddamn plane and land on a helicopter. Rotors first. Don't take this the wrong way. I love DUI guy. I love James from court.
They were very, very attentive.
Really?
I can tell you, like some of them even leaning forward in their seats as she was dropping down, like the hot takes about him taking the money and all that.
They were leaning forward during the testimony about the financial crimes. What were they? Why were they leaning forward? What does that mean? What does that have to do with anything? That's literally your perception of their actions. What do those actions mean? Well, we can infer it means X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z is literally all of infinity in front of you. There's no, you can't make it. I fucking hate the jury analysis meta that has existed around these trials. I like DUI guy. I like James from court. I care way less about their jury observations and more about the rumblings of the gallery. I care way more about what's going on in the courtroom and what they're perceiving from the attorneys from the gallery's perspective than their impressions of the jury. Their impressions of the jury are worth less to me than shit.
Well, I will tell you this. As someone, I went to the death trial.
Yeah, I know. I hated your jury analysis too.
That's okay. Everyone who went and analyzed, everyone felt that there was one juror there who was the most pro-Amber out of all. Like, we all individually identified the same person as being least impressed by the death team's case.
The best part of that is you were probably all fucking wrong about which one it was.
It's very possible. We'll never know. We'll never know.
God, I hate it. That somebody
You're right. I can't deny that.
That somebody says, stop lying, Nick. You cared about jury analysis during the depth. That's why you brought them on. No. I said over and over that I didn't care. I brought it on because the audience was demanding it. Yeah. And I run a show ultimately that is based on the audience buying in, the audience participation. If the audience wants to see jury analysis, look, if you guys are so fucking retarded that you guys want someone to tell you what the jury is doing, you need someone else's biased perspective. And believe me, the jury leaned in during the financial testimony. Tell me what that means without bias. Because with bias towards the defense, it means, the jury is listening for all the points in which Alex Murdaugh is not guilty. If they're biased towards the prosecution, it means, the jury is leaning in to find all the places he fucked these people over. It means literally nothing. You can discern nothing from it. And by the way, the body language panel, fuck those guys. I love them. They're great. They're all super smart, and they will all agree with me that their analysis is absolutely worthless because they know nothing about the jury personally, and they can only make general descriptions about what is going on. You guys are being fucking hoodwinked, suckered, and grifted over and over and over by jury analysis by people who aren't in the case. The only jury analysts that matters, the only ones, are the ones employed by the state and by the defense to research the Facebook profiles, the Twitter profiles, the Instagram messages of all of these people who have made the decisions to put these people on the jury, and then have an analysis based on the psychological profiles that they have built, if they have done it. And maybe they have, maybe they haven't. You won't ever know because you're not privy to that information. Everybody else going in and doing jury analysis is bringing all of their bias in. It's why I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Look, if I went down to court and did a jury analysis of Alec Murdaugh, all I'd say is all these jurors are biased against the state. You know why? Because I'm biased against the state. And I would read literally goddamn everything into that. The problem with jury analysis is I don't know what the speaker's biases are, and neither do you. It's a grift. It's a work. It's all of the things just to keep you watching. Why do you think I bring them on? I don't bring them on for witty analysis or smart, educated expertise. There's no objective standard for a jury analysis. I bring them on because you goddamn ask me to, because no matter how many times I tell you retarded people that it's absolutely fucking worthless, you're like, well, bring on James from court. Bring on DUI guy. They're in the courtroom. They know. They don't know goddamn anything. I love them. I think they're wonderful. I want DUI guys' legal analysis all day long. I never want to hear him talk about a jury in my fucking life unless
Nick, you need to give me the
his
keys. You're done.
jury. No, goddamn it, Sean. This is honesty hour. If DUI guy is in his own court, if he has picked his own jury, if he's done his own research, I want to know about it. If he saunters into court 3 weeks in, Sean, he's 3 weeks in. If he walks in, I'm going to give you jury analysis. Fuck off, DUI guy. I love you, but you have nothing of value to add about the goddamn jury. I care about your opinion on the case. Stop being grifted and duped by these fucking people. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All of us are just giving our biased perspectives on literally everything. I am obviously pro-defense. I was a defense attorney. I will always be a defense attorney. The state can fist itself until it reaches its tonsils for all I care. James from court. I love the guy. He's smart. He's insightful. He's like a 23-year-old journalism major. What is this guy telling you about a jury ever? He didn't pick them. He has no qualifications in law. He's just a guy who went into a courtroom, and you're out here like, oh, get James from court on. We want his jury analysis. Why do you want his jury analysis?
James is giving into the grift. He knows he's
DUI
going
guy
into
is
the grift.
really good at reading a jury. Wouldn't you
No,
recognize?
I disagree with you, Joe. He's good at reading his own jury. How can he possibly be good? 3 weeks in, he wasn't at voir dire.
No.
He doesn't know the defense trial strategy. How can you read a jury if you don't even know the goddamn strategy of either side?
But
You're guessing.
He's picked juries before. He
Yes,
understands a
in
jury.
his cases, with his strategy, with his perspective in line. You know how I know it's a fucking lie? None of us, no one on this panel who are all lawyers can articulate either side's actual theory of the case. DUI guy walks into there 3 weeks into court, and we're supposed to expect that his jury analysis has some merit because in his own trials, he picks juries in his own trials.
It's also that he was at the DEP trial. He has experience in reading a
DEP
jury.
trial is completely different from this, Joe. Don't fuck with me. Don't you even dare. Don't
yes,
you
DEP
fucking
is
dare.
100% different than this.
Joe, come on. You know the difference between high-profile social media and mass media civil litigation versus a goddamn criminal defendant who is deeply entrenched in South Carolina law. These are way different areas. It's not even fucking close. And every goddamn lawtuber out there who's like, oh, I have special insight. I was XYZ. Fuck off. None of you know goddamn shit. We're all walking into this fucking blind. People are like, oh, didn't you read the articles? Didn't you watch the podcast? Didn't you watch the documentary on HBO? No. You know why? All of that shit is goddamn worthless. Put it in front of the fucking court and then talk to me. None of us know anything. And Jesus Christ, if we're pretending that we know the strategy, if you can't cite to a fucking attorney on the case on either side, you're literally lying. And I'm so goddamn sick of this thing that we do. I'm fucking sick of it. The illusion that, oh, yes, we're lawyers, we know. Guys, we're with all of you. We're with you in the chat. We're with every single one of you. We walk into these cases blind. I'm so fucking sick of this charade. I'm goddamn tired of it, Joe. I'm tired of it.
But you're profiting
Ceasefire,
off of it
ceasefire.
every
Nick.
day. That's the thing. I mean, I
course I'm profiting.
don't begrudge you profiting off of it. I just sort of don't understand why you're so mad at that, and then you are acknowledging that you're doing it for the grifting. It seems inconsistent.
It's
Of
not
course, I'm doing it for the grifting.
He admits
Right,
it. That's
which
the
is
difference. The difference is he admits it. His point. This is what
He's
Nick's
so
point
God.
is.
He's so God sick of it. That's why he keeps doing it.
No, okay. Let me.
Maybe I'm missing it.
You are.
Going off of what the gallery is experiencing, the people there day in and day out, they're going to be in a similar mindset. That's a good way to gauge how the jurors might be thinking at this point.
It worked for Runkle.
It worked for Runkle?
I'm saying he went to the death trial and he took his channel from 40,000 subs to 250,000 subs by going to the trial.
It's great. It's beautiful
It's so
for them.
good.
I'm not.
It worked for Larry, the DUI guy. He ended up going 250,000 because of it. People feel as if they're. You know what it is. This is what it is.
Trying to tell people that
I'll tell
it's a waste of time.
I'll tell you why you're spitting at windmills here. Okay, it's because people who care feel emotionally invested in something. They want to have the facade of feeling like they have more information than they can access on their own. They feel as if these people are providing that perspective that they cannot otherwise get. But since they're able to sell that as if they have, because they have a unique perspective of what the jury is looking at and thinking, so it gives this image, this facade that, oh wow, now we have a feel for the jury, even though you are ultimately correct that it's a mirage. You can't, unless someone there is a mind reader, there's no way for them to know what the hell any of the jurors are actually thinking. You're correct. You're right.
That's what I said, but louder.